Hello everyone, today we have the pleasure of chatting with Joy Chamma, a remarkable grade 7 student who has recently advanced to the second phase of the Scientific Olympiad. Today we're going to be discussing Joy's dedication and passion for science, which has propelled her forward in this prestigious competition, where she's been delving into advanced material alongside her teachers and her supporters in preparation for the next phase. Join me as we uncover Joy's journey together. So, how are you doing today, Joy?
Good. I'm doing good.
Okay, so you're ready to answer the questions?
Yes.
What inspired you to participate in the Scientific Olympiad competition? And how does it feel to have advanced to the second phase?
I have always found science to be fascinating. So the opportunity to trigger and test my knowledge in a competitive setting definitely sounded appealing to me. And as for advancing to the second stage, it definitely feels rewarding, as it helps me understand what I'm capable of doing with some critical thinking.
Okay, nice. Could you please share with us some insights into the kind of advanced material you're currently studying with your teachers in preparation for the next phase? And up to you, how do you feel about it right now? Are you confident?
Regarding the advanced material, my teachers have prepared for me some courses which others might be familiar with, but they are somewhat new to me. Regarding biology, we are diving deep into the cell biology as well as genetics and other systems in our body. For physics, we are covering forces and dynamics as well as light and optics and the science behind sound. While chemistry, we're studying the atoms and ions and other molecules. So far, it has definitely been an interesting preparation journey, but I'm sure that with some practice, I will be able to memorize and understand these concepts fully.
Okay, that's great. Now, what subjects or areas of science do you find most challenging yet exciting as you delve deeper into your studies for the competition? And how do you really feel about the preparations that you've done about those hardest subjects that you found?
Although I usually found biology to be the most fascinating of the three sciences, the courses that I'm studying in chemistry have been very fascinating and captivating, although they are difficult due to the memorization of the many formulas and molecular formulas. But studying, I'm really diving deep into the smallest of particles in every object around us has been very interesting and fascinating.
Thank you. Last question for me. How do you balance your regular schoolwork with the additional preparation required for the Olympiad competition? And do you find it easier that now you're doing extracurriculums that can also help in your school curriculum?
It has been difficult balancing my school life as well as the preparation for the competition, but I have found that setting aside a time to complete my assessments related to our schoolwork and finishing the Olympiad preparation during my free time has been key in scheduling a daily routine. And I've learned that prioritizing my commitments is very important in having a balance. It has been definitely easier knowing these extra information for my schoolwork, but they aren't really related to what we are learning currently.
So, but do you find some subjects that you're currently preparing for the Olympiad the competition in school? Like, does it help a bit in the curriculum that you're doing right now?
Yeah, definitely, especially in biology.
Nice.
Can you describe a particularly interesting concept or experiment you've encountered during the preparations of the competition itself?
Well, the most interesting concept I went over was probably the first topic I studied for, which is meiosis versus mitosis, so the biology lesson. I have found it interesting mainly because it is the subject that I'm least familiar with, and the names of these processes are abnormal, which really fascinated me, as mitosis actually means thread, which represents the thread-like structures in genetics, As meiosis, it means a lessening, which represents the decrease in amount of chromosomes from 46 to 23 in the first division.
So what are the strategies do you use to study this kind of material?
To be able to comprehend these abstract lessons, my teachers have supplied me with many visual aids like diagrams and videos, of which I take notes of the harder or unfamiliar topics to perform some further research on them.
Okay. A question I have for myself. How do you manage the stress of covering all of these three subjects? Because each one of them have their own different things of each.
I have learned to take big chunks and separate them into smaller topics to study them individually and really understand the meaning of each lesson.
Okay. So looking beyond the competition, how do you envision applying the knowledge and skills you've acquired through this experience in your future academic or career pursuits?
In the future, I definitely do visualize myself using this information, especially in my academic future. These information really do help me to understand and whether I would like to discover more about science and new aspects down this path.
Okay. So thank you so much for speaking with us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.